What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Listen up, guys. The markets, they are a money making machine. So I just hope that all of you guys are doing everything you can to take maximum advantage of the opportunity that we are presented with every single day through the markets. All right, listen, speaking of which, let me share with you guys a couple of messages I've received from those over the Patreon yesterday. All right, so this is hot off the press. Shout out to Tony. Tony said he entered into our Nvidia trade that I posted on Patreon on Monday. He sold that for a 50% profit, right? So shout out to Tony. It's the first time I've actually heard from Tony in the Patreon. Listen, whether you're a new member, whether you're one of the OGs, I'd love to hear from you. Got Timoha. He made almost £200 on that same trade, all right? So listen, as I said to you guys, we're all on an amazing journey. All of you guys are on an incredible journey. And it all starts off with making sums like this. A couple of hundred here, a couple of hundred there, all right? But the beauty about it, guys, is it stacks, it accumulates, and it builds over the course of the journey. And this is exactly how I started. So it's always amazing to see when members say, listen, I made £100 here, £200 here, $300 there, because I know that's the start of an incredible journey, right? So shout out to him. Tons more. Listen, Noel, shout out to Noel, OG member, a couple of $100 on Noel's side, and Nancy as well. Listen, there were tons of messages I couldn't get through, but just to show you guys a bit of a flavor of how we started off this week, all right? Nancy went ahead and made $2,000. So I said to you guys, there are stages in this journey, and after you have made your couple of hundred here and there, you graduate to making four-figure sums just like Nancy, right? So shout out to Nancy, crushing it on that trade. So listen, guys, if you aren't already, please make sure you are joining us, because we're looking to continue this, take this same energy into the next position as we always do. But listen, I'm here to guide you. I'm here to support you every step of the way. And listen, if you're a new member, I know there's tons of those of you who are new, who just found the markets a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago. Whether you have, even if you have no experience whatsoever, I'm here to support you, right? So even if you don't have a brokerage account, here to guide you with that, help you navigate that, select trades, enter trades, and give you that support that you need at the very initial stages of your journey, right? A lot of the members I just showed you, they're still very new to the markets, right? So we love to see new members as well. So listen, don't feel like you need to know a certain level of information. You don't, all right? So just make sure you're with us, all right? Make sure you're with the team on this journey, making incredible sums like all of these members. But that being said, listen, if you're with me, you are going to be making some fantastic profits throughout the course of the year, all right? And you're going to need somewhere to position it. You're going to need somewhere to put that money so it compounds, okay? This is what we call compounding on compounding. You make the cash in the options market. These are options trades, by the way, guys. You make the money in the options market. That's like free money. You take it over, put it into certain stocks out there in the market, and let it grow for you in your sleep, okay? So not only are you making this money in the options market, it's now duplicating and multiplying as you position it in the market. And I'm going to show you guys exactly where you want to be putting it in the market today, right now, okay? But as I said, you can make a lot of cash, a lot of extra money when you're with me, and this is exactly where you're going to go ahead and position it, okay? So first of all, guys, this Uber, ticker symbol UBER. This is one I mentioned frequently, all right, over the course of the year and even at the back end of last year for very good reasons, okay? So just take a look with me, 3-month chart, see how it's been moving, okay? So $60, around $6 was the lowest, currently $76. That's why I did several pieces of content on this one to get you guys in position at that $60 mark so that you can take full advantage of the entirety of the move that we're going to see. But nevertheless, don't worry if you missed out on that $60 entry point. There's going to be tons of entry points along its journey as it moves to its midterm and then its final destination, because this thing is just kicking off. It's just started what we call a turnaround, okay? The turnaround started once it crossed above that the low 70s, that $72, $74. we initiated what we call a turnaround in the markets. And when things turn around, that's the best time to hop on board. And you guys know I'm always going to get you guys in the best positions that are out there in the markets, the best opportunities. And this right here is going to be one that you want to take full advantage of. Now, notice today, take a look. It's red today. Okay, you can see it's down 2.35%. This is simply, guys, what we call a pullback. Okay, this is simply a pullback. And in these pullback periods, that's when you want to take full advantage. Okay, so all my guys over the Patreon that have made a lot of cash this week, you want to go ahead, deploy it in Uber, because this thing has plenty and plenty of upside. Speaking of upside, let's take a look. The high of Uber was around $84. Okay, $84, and during that time it was on course to try to get to that $90 mark. It didn't, but now it's back on course to get back to an all-time high. So it started this journey to an all-time high. Incredible time for you guys to get on board. And listen, some of you guys might be thinking, I don't have any money to put into Uber. Don't worry. That is where we make the money in the options market, guys. We make the money in the options market and then we deploy it into stocks. So don't worry if you don't have any money. Okay, if you don't have a couple of $100 spare to put into Uber, or a couple of thousand spare to put into Uber, we'll be making that money to put into these stocks. Okay, that's how we do it. All right, so make sure you guys join the movement. So Uber is a name you want to be on board for. Incredible. Now it's got backing of one of the most famous hedge fund billionaires. That's put a floor in the price. Okay, and now the market is perceiving this one very differently to how it did before. But let me tell you guys an amazing thing about Uber. Okay, because when I'm putting you guys in position, some of these best quality names out there, there's a couple of things we are looking for. We're talking cash generation. It ticks the box. We're talking a very strong moat around the business. It ticks the box. We are talking a phenomenal brand. Listen, Uber ticks all three boxes, so it's good to go. All right, so this is one you want to get on board with, because this thing will be going to $100. Plenty and plenty of upside. And believe it or not, $100 isn't even the final destination. Right? That's just a checkpoint in its overall journey. So that's what I'm trying to get you guys on board now before we continue the climb. Again, it's down about 2.2% today. Phenomenal time for you guys to go ahead and make entry on this one before it continues to climb. Okay, let's talk about BTC. Bitcoin currently $95, guys. Take a look at the 3-month chart with me. You guys can see this is what we call range bound activity. Okay, so it's just hovering between that 90,000 to around the 110,000 range. Hasn't broken above. It's just trading, and what it is in right now is what we call a quiet period. Okay, a quiet phase. Have you guys ever noticed that sometimes you'll take a look at a particular stock, it's a certain price level, a couple of months later you revisit it, take a look again, and it's way higher, and you're like, how did that happen? The market has an incredible way of distracting you from where you want to be looking, right? And right now what the market is doing just that. It's distracting everybody from Bitcoin. Okay, there's very little news, very little activity, very little talk about it right now, but you're going to see an explosion in the price. What I'm trying to get you guys in is in position, ready for that move, so you can take full advantage of it. Just like I did for that initial phase in Uber, this will too have its explosive move. But I know all of my guys over here, you all will be locked and loaded and ready to go for that climb. Okay, it's going to be massive celebrations when we see this thing head into the 125,000 range this year. Okay, so again, down 2.3%, cooling off. Perfect time to accumulate. Okay, by the time you guys would have taken your profits from the options market, you'd have built up a phenomenal position in this one, ready for the rise, ready for the climb. Okay, so this is another one for you guys to be positioning your cash. I'm going to wrap it up with Microsoft. Again, this is one of the behemoths in the market, but one again that you shouldn't dismiss. Currently 410, around 410. Let's take a look with me at where this thing used to be. All right, the high was around that 460. This thing will be making another pass, and it will be heading into an all-time high territory. But before it does, it's going to operate around these types of levels, giving you an opportunity to build a phenomenal position in. And we will be building phenomenal positions, and you've already been doing so, because when you're with me, guys, you're making a lot of money over there in the options market. All right, I'm going to deploy into these names, strategic names that have tons and tons of upside over the next couple of months. We're talking February, March, April, May, and June and beyond. So before you guys know it, a couple months have gone past, positions have exploded 25%, 30%, 40% in no time. Okay, so guys, this is the best way that you guys could speed up that journey to accumulating great amounts of wealth, achieving that level of freedom. And that's exactly what I want for all of you guys, because all of you guys are on an incredible journey. All right, so that being said, these are the names, guys. Drop me down your comments below. I look forward to seeing all of you guys in the next one.